morning, everybody, or afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. Welcome back. It's a new week, and today I thought that we do a little Q&A with this little guy right here.
Valentine's Day!
Oh, yes, and it is Valentine's Day, but when you guys watch this, it would be yesterday was Valentine's Day, but yes, happy Valentine's Day.
Hey!
So today we are going to do a little Q&A, and I figured why not do it for the person who made this all possible, who made me a mom. So we're going to do that right now. If he goes off, then he's probably just doing his own thing. He wants to go on his tablet, play with his dinosaurs, watch TV.
I want to play dinosaurs.
You want to go play with your dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, say bye, everybody.
Jurassic World Valentine's Day!
Okay, so he's going to go do that right now. Okay, so now we're going to get into the questions, and some of these questions are from when I asked you guys on Instagram. Some of these are that I got on the internet. So let's get into it. What was your most common food craving or most unusual craving? All day, every day was just fruit. And it had to be like with yogurt or granola or both. Next question. What was the hardest part about being pregnant? Probably working while I was pregnant. And that's another story for probably another video, but I actually worked at a car wash until I was probably about 8 months pregnant, and I was pregnant during the summer. So that was probably one of the hardest parts. I was so tired, I was so hot, but I only gained about 25 pounds then, so it wasn't really that bad. Natural, epidural, med, C-section, and how long were you in labor? I had a C-section because my doctors thought that it would be a good idea if he was born C-section, just because it's the safer way to go, and with his back already being open, they didn't want him to get like any bacteria, any infection, anything like that there. So that was the safest way, and it really was, and he's fine. He really had no problems when he was born. Oh, I'm sorry. And how long were you in labor? I don't really know. I would have contractions, and I went to go see my doctor. So when I was laying there, they were actually monitoring his heartbeat and everything. And I would feel, some tightness and everything. And my doctor came in and was like, hey, you just had a contraction. And I was like, oh, that's what that was? She was like, yeah, what did you think it was? I was like, just some cramping. I thought he was moving in there. But really, no, it was a contraction. So I had to be seen in the maternity ward. I was fine. They were just, well, he's getting ready to, come into this world. So if you have anything like this, be sure to come on in. So probably about a week later, I woke up at probably around 5 a.m. and I was just hurting, and I thought, this is normal, it's okay, but it did not go away. So around 7 o'clock, I couldn't do it anymore. I could not take the pain. I woke up my husband, and we went to the hospital. What are you doing?
I'm hearing.
You hear the airplane?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty loud.
and walk.
Yeah. Have you ever thought, gosh, I can't do this, and why? I knew that I could do it. It was probably towards the middle of the pregnancy when it really, set in for me, like, oh my gosh, I am pregnant. There is a little human growing inside of me now. I can feel him. I can, small little kicks and hiccups and everything. So right then, in the middle, it's like, oh my gosh. Get something for him for his game. What were your first thoughts when you found out? Oh my gosh. So I had just come home from work. My husband and I, we worked at the same place, worked at the same car wash. So I told him, hey, I think that we should stop at this drugstore on the way home from work, because I think that I need to get a pregnancy test. We stopped there at the drugstore, got what we needed, went back to the house, and that's when I took my pregnancy test. Now, the first one,
Whoa.
I was
What
so...
is that?
The first one, I was just so like irritated because it was inconclusive. It was a positive and a negative sign. And I was like, wait, what does this mean? Because if it's a negative, then it'll just show up as the negative sign. But the positive sign...
We score.
But the positive sign was also on with the
Whoa.
negative side. I had to do it again. So I did it again and showed that I was pregnant. And we were just so happy. I just told him, I was like, this is it. We were pregnant. And we were just so happy. We hugged each other, kissed each other. And then about a week later, we told our family. Question: what is the most rewarding part about being a mother? Probably just seeing him grow every day, seeing him learn things every day. He makes me laugh. He says some of the funniest things ever. He just being himself. He is just so fun, and everybody really wants to be around him because he brings such a light. He makes you laugh. He makes you smile, and that's what I love about being a mom. Just how much of a flirt he is too. Oh my gosh, he can make any girl smile and make her swoon. he's quite the character, this kid. And now this question is from my mom. If you have a girl, what would her name be?
Chipmunk.
Are you a chipmunk?
Yeah.
Lucy, show the camera your chipmunk face. Huh? You're so cute. If I have a baby, whenever that time may be, not anytime soon though, if I have a girl, her name would probably be Isabel. Now, my husband really, really loves that name, Isabel. And I thought it was really neat because my favorite, here I go into this, favorite Disney character is Belle. And my nana, or my grandma, she calls me Beauty. Ever since I was little, it was just a nickname, is Beauty. And everything is Beauty and the Beast that I have. And he said Isabel. I really love that. And I would love to call her Belle. Her nickname, and other ones too, Lisa, Izzy, just stuff like that. Yeah, if I had another kid and it's a girl, I would name her Isabel. Who does your child resemble the most? He resembles his father the most, 100%. He looks just like his father. If you put a side-by-side picture of me and Connor, then maybe you could see some resemblance. If you put a side-by-side picture of him and his father, there is nothing, no resemblance of me and my son. So the only thing that we have is that we both have a notch in our right ear. That's pretty much it. Next question: baby stats, weight, length, time, and date of birth. Wow, that's a lot. Let's see if I can remember all this. I have a, what are those called? Like tags or something that says all of that. But let's see if I can remember it. And so, yes, weight was about 7 pounds and 6 ounces. Length, he was 19 inches and a quarter, I believe. 10/14 on November 12th, 2014. What is something that he has done to make you laugh? Everything. He is such a sponge. So everything that we say, he says. And I have slipped up a few times. And he said it. And all I could really do was just look at him. And I was going to say, hey, man, you don't say that. Or, dude, you don't say that. But I say it. And he caught on to it. So all I did was laugh. And I know you really shouldn't. But what can you do? Kids say something funny. Kids say the darndest thing. So there was not just one thing that he has said. It's over the past maybe 2 years where he's really been speaking his mind more. So yeah, I can't really just name one thing. My camera died, which sucks because I was right in the middle of it. I figured that we end with the last question, which was, how long have you and your husband been together before you had your baby? So my husband and I were coming up on our 2nd year anniversary by about 2 or 3 months before we got married when we had our son. So that's going to be it for this week's video. Hope you guys learned some things about me, about my family, and I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And be sure to like this video, subscribe, comment, share, all of that good stuff, and ring that bell so you can be notified every time I post a video. Now, we're going to go head out, probably go do something for Valentine's Day. Connor, do you want to say bye to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, say bye.
Bye. Happy Valentine's Day.
Tell everybody we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Alright guys, see you next week. Bye.